What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Couple of Nightmares. I'm Phoenix. The following story you're about to hear is from a longer video featuring stories just as chilling as this one. If you'd like to check out that video, it's linked in the card above me or in the description box that's down below. We have also linked the original Reddit story in the description. That way, if you'd like to read it on your own, you could do so. Lastly, if you have a story that you'd like featured on a future episode, please send it to the email that's linked down below in the description box as well. With that being said, enjoy the episode.
My friend told me this horrific story yesterday, and it has to be the scariest thing I have ever heard. So I felt like sharing it to remind everyone to stay safe and cautious. This happened to a friend of our friend not too long ago. So this girl matched with a guy on Tinder and went on a couple of dates with him. On the first 2 dates, they went for coffee and on walks outside. She really liked him, thought he was friendly, good looking, etc., and thought they clicked. For the 3rd date, the guy suggested she should come over to his place and have some wine. Whoa.
That sounds normal.
Third date?
After a couple of dates?
That's true. Third date? Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad.
That's not that bad.
We can't jump to conclusions because we know some fucked up shit happened. We gotta be fair here, and that sounds normal.
That's true. We have to be fair. She agreed because she felt safe and comfortable enough to do this at this point. So the time comes and she goes over to his place and he pours her a glass of wine. Normal. Things seem to go well. They joke around and enjoy a nice talk. After a while, she starts feeling funny. Now, luckily, this girl had already been roofied once before, so she immediately recognizes the effects once they kick in.
That has to be the only time in which you can say ever that luckily you've been roofied before.
Oh yeah, literally.
Like that's
if
the only
it ever
time you
happens
can
to
use
you
that.
again,
Yeah, that's the only time you can use that.
Other than that,
Second of all, I will preface this. Going over to somebody's house or going over to somebody's whatever, backyard barbecue, whatever, is fine for them to pour you anything. As long as you watch them pour it.
Yes.
You should always watch people pour.
And you should never leave your cup alone.
And you should never leave it. It doesn't matter how much you trust this person. If you, whatever, you should always watch people pour and your drinks. Unless it's like your dad, your mom, your wife, your husband, your whatever. You should always watch people pour your drinks.
Yes, always. She was extremely clever in this situation and pretended she was feeling fine. She told them as cheerfully and energetically as possible that she was quickly going to go use the toilet, as it seemed like nothing was off. Once she was in the toilet, she locked the door and immediately called the police. She told them she was drugged, locked in the toilet, and that they needed to come get her out of here. That's smart.
That's smart.
That's really smart.
That is smart.
Because most people, they're like, oh, I feel woozy, and it's like, the person who's trying to get them is like, yes. Pretty soon after she passes out, she awakes by the police, but is still very drugged and so kind of slides in and out of consciousness. All she remembers is the police putting a bag over her head as they carry her out of there.
A bag over her head? That's not the police. That's homeboy and his friends. A bag over your head? The police never puts a bag over your head.
That's very rare. That's very
Why
rare.
would the police? Who are you? The president?
Not the president.
Why would they have to put a bag over your head?
Not yet. Or it had to be bad. I don't know. She was saved. A few days later, she is asked to come down to the police station.
Why'd they put the bag over homegirl's head?
After doing this...
Fucking lost with that.
After doing this, she asked whether she remembers the police putting a bag over her head correctly, or if it was just imagined due to the drugs, or what was up with that. They tell her that they needed to put a bag over her head and get her out of there because what he had prepared and set up for her in the living room. This sent shivers down my spine.
Oh, so that she wouldn't freak out?
She wouldn't freak out.
Yo, that's some...
Because imagine being in a drug state and then seeing some crazy
You gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yes, and then you're gonna freak out. Yes.
Wow.
So that's why they put the bag over her head so that, yes, you wouldn't see it.
That's sick. What did homeboy have?
Doesn't say.
No, that's fucked up.
No, it doesn't say. I'm dead ass.
That's fucked up.
The guy ended up in jail, and to this day, she doesn't know what he had in mind for her. But it's clear it was very messed up and an incredibly scary situation that could have ended horribly. Please, 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 always let someone know when you plan on going on a Tinder date. or even if you feel safe, even if it's not your first date. Always ask a friend to call and check up on you during and after to let someone know you're safe.
Yo.
That is scary. First of all, the girl was already roofied before, and now you're roofied and someone has something planned for you. Boy,
That shit makes you not trust people at all.
oh heck no.
Like you can't, like you really just can't trust people.
No, you
Because these
can't.
dating apps, it's not like they check a criminal history. And then you have people that post shit off like this that have like the cleanest record, but that's because they've never been caught. So just because somebody has a non-criminal record, it doesn't mean that they're not a criminal.